Good evening, everyone. This is Wilhelmina, based in Queensland, Australia. I am the extension office of the seller. I'm the one who handles sales and marketing on behalf of the seller, Conakry Guinea, Mali, and Sierra Leone. Now let's talk about Conakry Guinea. Buying gold in Conakry Guinea, there is a procedure to follow. Now the procedure is already in front of you. I want you to read thoroughly. I want you to view the video on Mineral Consulting Group of Company, who we are. And you will see Wilhelmina explaining about gold in Conakry Guinea. Mineral Consulting Group of Company is a big company. This is not fly-by-night business. This is not. Most of you are roaming around thinking you can get gold CIF. Mr. Buyer, I would like to request from you to define me the word CIF. If you cannot give me the answer, I will give you the answer right now. CIF means it stands for cost, insurance, and freight only. So how about paying the gold? You are buying money to make money. Gold is a solid cash. So therefore, you have to pay the gold plus shipping cost plus insurance. Now our policy is very clear and very simple. Wilhelmina is the one who brought this virtual office. This is my office. I would like to explain to you thoroughly, very short but concise. After this video, you need to read the full corporate offer in front of you. And then you click the link and you will see Mineral Consulting Group of Company. You listen to the video. Relax and digest it properly, whether you are qualified to secure gold from us. We are not a fly-by-night business here. We're not. And if you don't trust us, the more we don't trust you. Why you've been roaming around and chasing gold? We are here to do business to a real buyer. Now, last week the price of gold was high. The price of gold last week was 67. Today we are today we are August 12. The price of gold is down. Now I would like to request from you, Mr. Buyer, take advantage. Bank now, because the price of gold today on the world market is 61,870.97 per kilo. Our selling price is a spot price. Our selling price today is 56,710. Today, August 12, 2020. But tomorrow, our price is different. So the price of gold, it fluctuates every day. So don't bank on it, Mr. Buyer. Don't bank on it. Now, the reason why I put everything online, so that you will not be confused anymore, Mr. Buyer. You are confused. You've been roaming around thinking somebody will give you CIF. Thinking somebody will give you letter of credit. Thinking somebody will give you SBLC. No. This is cash business. So if you are asking for CIF, to me, you don't have the cash. You are a fly-by-night buyer. Recently, a few seconds ago, I have a voice conference with the buyer already on the ground. You know what he said to me? He said that he's been in gold business, buying in Conakry, and he was surprised of my offer. He buy in Conakry less 3%, and he couldn't even get the gold because the seller would not barge in. You're lucky to talk to me, Mr. Buyer. Yes, I told this buyer that he is from Sudan. Mhm. He said that the seller in Conakry give him 3%. And he was being surprised that on my virtual page is 8%. But he didn't listen to the video. He didn't. Now, I will summarize. The reason why I give 8% because I would travel with the buyer. Our selling price is at least 5%, okay, based on the world market. So this buyer, he was being given less 3%. So still, he is very, very advantaged. I told him that our selling price is 5%, but because I'm going to travel and I'm going to charge you, Mr. Buyer, of my extra service to accompany you so that everything must be running smoothly to cover my expenses, my travel cost. Okay, I'm not traveling for free, Mr. Buyer. So, 5% if I'm not around. If you cannot afford to pay my extra service, that is fine. I will arrange your landing visa. Number one, after you read this full corporate offer in front of you, you need to convince us that you are really a buyer. We want to see your business registration. We want to see your importation license. We want to see your passport copy. And we want to see your proof of fund, your bank statement that you have money available in your bank account. Subject for your arrival, subject for a contract. Don't be confused, Mr. Buyer. Don't. Because it's very thorough. I explained on full corporate offer, but you didn't read it. You're just excited. To me, I'm not excited unless you understand, unless you read it, unless you view the video. Okay? The video is very clear if you're a very wise buyer. You're not a buyer to me if you don't read the full corporate offer. You are a sophisticated broker then. I wouldn't believe that you're a buyer because a real buyer will read it. A real buyer, he will send a formal letter of intent after he read the full corporate offer. We don't send blank contract. We don't. I don't send a blank contract, cut and paste. No. I want you, Mr. Buyer, to convince us after you read this full corporate offer. Convince us that you are a real buyer. If you cannot convince Wilhelmina, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't. I am the gatekeeper. I will open the gate for you to get the supply. If you don't meet the criteria, I will close the gate for you. You wouldn't get the supply from us. I'm gonna tell you, I wish you good luck. Because our policy, this is cash F.O.B. Now, Mr. Buyer, I will repeat again. Hey? This is not CIF. This is not LC. This is not SBLC. This is bank-to-bank cash payment. You place your order in the form of your letter of intent to purchase coming from you. After you read the full corporate offer, Wilhelmina would not entertain cut and paste. Your LOI would be on the willy bin. If Wilhelmina cannot see who is the buyer, your LOI would be on the willy bin. You already met Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina put everything for Conakry. This is for Conakry, eh? Wilhelmina put everything. And why you cannot comprehend? Why? Our selling price today. I would encourage you, Mr. Buyer, book now, put in writing, and I will fix the price for you. I will ask the seller to fix it. Now, our selling price today, as the price of gold today, as I've said to you a while ago, our selling price is 56,710. On the world market, the price is 61,870.97, which is 8%. The buyer that he is already in Conakry, you know what he said to me? He is very intrigued with our offer, my offer. And I put that on my full corporate offer is 8%. And in Conakry, he get 3%. Well, he's more advantage. I will let you hear what my conversation with this buyer. Okay, just a moment. Okay. It's good, Gazim. How are you today? How is the Conakry Guinea right now?
It's very rainy.
Yeah. Is it raining? So which hotel are you staying right now?
Grand Hotel.
Grand Hotel. Okay. I was in Conakry recently before lockdown.
It's very nice.
Yeah, I was staying at the Royal Column. Yeah, across the Central Bank.
Yeah, but still it's very expensive.
Yeah, it is very expensive in Column. Yeah, but I know the manager. They give me a discount. Yeah.
Even if they give you a discount, but still.
Yeah, it's reasonable for me. So tell me, how can we do business? Listen very carefully, Mr. Bayo.
We are seeking the discount you are giving, but we have to check the code first.
Well, you have to come to the office.
I don't know. Yeah.
You have to come to the office before the gold will brought to the central bank. We don't know you. Yeah, you have to come to the office.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. We can go to your office. Okay.
Yeah. But the problem is my seller would not entertain you. You already been on the ground.
You won't accept to meet us?
No, they wouldn't accept buyers that not been invited.
No problem for us. Maybe next time.
You need to be invited, and this is the policy of the seller. Okay? The reason why we don't entertain buyers on the ground, because I know you've been talking to a lot of sellers. When we issue the landing visa exclusively for Mineral Consulting Group of Company, and we give you a very good deal exclusively for you. Yeah, because we're gonna supply you for a long term, not a short term. Yeah.
No problem. It's okay. For now, I will take my good and I will leave. Maybe the next time I'm coming, I will let you know before I came so you can manage.
Yeah. So I wish you good luck, Gazim. I wish you good luck.
No problem. And even as I told you, we came to Conakry a long time ago, so we have our people here. Even if you need someone from here to go and meet your people after we are leaving, it's okay, no problem.
So how come you cannot get the gold that you've been dealing with so many sellers already? How much the seller offer you?
No. I have gold here. I can get gold, but the thing is, the price is different.
Actually, the price like this, I think if you watch the video, our selling price is at least 5%. But because I'm going to travel with the buyer, that when I travel to Africa to accompany the buyer, I do charge my extra service. Then I threw back the 3% in total of 8%. Yeah.
No problem. The thing is, as I told you, nowadays in Conakry, they don't give this discount like this. Now they give only 3%,
Correct.
3.5%,
Correct.
2.5%. This is good, I'm fine. But I'm looking for 8%.
Well, as long as the long term, you know what? You know what? The reason why the seller agree on me, because I'm going to bring the buyer in the office. Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Actually, our selling price is not 8%. If you come to the office without me, my seller say this is the price, 5%. Yes.
No problem.
So,
if I don't know if you manage a meeting with your seller, we can give you your percent.
Okay, because I cannot travel, Australia is locked down until January.
You are in Australia now?
Yeah, I am. I am the extension office. I am the one.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah, I only travel in and out.
You came to Dubai before?
Oh yeah, many times. Oh yeah.
Our office in Dubai. We are doing this business with Dubai, you know.
Oh yeah.
Our
consulting group of companies supply gold to Kaluti and Emirates. Yeah.
Kaluti?
Yeah. Gold trader buy from us.
Kaluti and Emirates.
No, gold trader buy from us and he sell it to Kaluti. Gold trader buy from us and he sell it to Emirates.
Okay, Emirates and Kaluti. You know what got bought?
No, because we're dealing with the gold trader. We let the gold trader sell the gold.
احنا we are selling gold to Abu Klay gold and Al-Ghatban and we have it halak.
Okay. All right.
We are taking gold from here
See now, Mr. Bayer, you listen very carefully to my conversation. You're lucky that you found me because you will never get the gold, this kind of percentage. Without Wilhelmina, yes, you will be charged 3 or 5%.
But
yeah.
But the thing is, still I'm afraid, because sometimes those people they are, not give you a really good gold, the same kirat.
But that is the reason why you have to come to the office first and ask the gold, yeah.
No problem. Anyways, you check with your people and let me know if we cannot do anything.
Well, I am the person who will say yes or no.
Next week.
I am the same.
Because I'm leaving next week. So this time, if we cannot do anything,
we cannot do anything.
Next trip.
We cannot.
Okay, maybe next trip.
Next trip.
Yeah. I'm coming after maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I'll come back again.
I want to see your business registrations and importation license.
No problem. I'll show you everything next time.
And the proof of fund, the value, how many kilos you want? Is this a long term or short term?
No, long term business.
Okay, let's do the contract.
For a long time, as I told you.
I will give you the good deal. Let's do the contract.
No problem.
You would not go anywhere because Mineral Consulting Group of Company, he owns the mines and he'll deposit of gold. We have tons of gold. Tons. But how are you able to pay?
No problem, as I told you. We are paying cash.
Okay.
I'll pay cash. I'll take my gold.
All right. Show me the proof of fund. Yeah. Then I will believe it.
No problem. Okay, no problem. Just let me finish my work here. I'll go back to Dubai and just discuss everything again.
All right, thanks, Gazim. Sometimes,
Okay, thanks.
Don't be embarrassed. Sometimes when you communicate, introduce yourself properly.
Inshallah.
Because to me, a person doesn't introduce properly to me is a red flag.
Correct.
It's okay, no problem.
Correct.
All right.
No problem.
So I hope you learn from Mrs. Ford because in Australia we are very professional. When you inquire, you always enter, hi, this is Wilhelmina Ford from Australia. Like this, the company in Conakry, I try to trace and I introduce myself. And they entertain me. You need to learn how to introduce yourself. Sorry if I'll embarrass you.
No problem. It's okay.
Yeah? This is business,
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
So now, Mr. Bayer, can you imagine? You've been roaming around thinking you can get a very good deal. This buyer is already on Conakry, but I turned it down. Yeah. And I told this buyer, we don't entertain buyer with no invitation. You have to convince Wilhelmina. Yeah, I don't know you, and you don't know us. We need to know your background. I don't believe on blah blah blah. I would believe if you are a buyer, send me your business registration, send me your importation license, send me your passport copy, send me your proof of fund that you have available fund in your bank account. No one will steal your money. Don't be scared, Mr. Buyer. Because if you cannot convince Wilhelmina, I will close the gate for you. We are here to do business in a professional way. We are not a fly-by-night business. Gold is an asset.
The world is on panic right now. Inflation versus deflation. Can you hear my conversation with this gentleman in Conakry alone? He buy the gold 3% and I give you guys 8%. May I summarize? I don't confuse why I give you 8%. The real discount really is 5%. That's the real discount. We give you 5%, you resell it to your customer, you have a profit. But because I'm very kind and generous, I am going to be with you to assist you so that you will feel comfortable, so that you will build your business relationship with Mineral Consulting Group of Company. Yes, I do charge my travel cost. This is not free. You are buying $1 million here. Yes, there is no free in this world. I am very kind and generous. Yes, I'm going to summarize again. Our selling price is less 5%. But because I'm going to travel with you, I will throw back the 3% in total of 8%. However, because of the coronavirus, Australia is locked down. There is no international flight. Yes, you will get 8%. Yes, you can travel. If you are from Dubai, you can travel from Dubai to Conakry because Emirates fly 2 times a week. Yes, and I will make sure I will arrange your landing visa. First of all, Mr. Buyer, you need to have a coronavirus whenever the country of origin you came from. You need to have a yellow fever because in Conakry is very strict. Yeah, so I will give you 8% because I wouldn't be able to travel. So you are a winner. You are a winner. I can travel only 2021. So instead of getting 5%, I will give you 8%. I will monitor your movement, but you need to come to the office. You need to inspect your order based on the contract. Yeah, we'll give you 8%. I will acknowledge that. I will ask my seller because my seller will believe you. Why? I already screen you. I validate you properly. So therefore you are real. So we are going to give you good deal because you're going to sign a contract for long term, not a short term. I hope you understand my explanation here. So you read the full corporate offer here in front of you. Don't come to Wilhelmina if you don't comprehend because it's really very clear on this explanation. Plus, the F.C.O means full corporate offer. Click below, then you will see all the presentation of Wilhelmina. So I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening.